The late 1970s saw jazz rockers push the harmonic envelope further than ever, and in 1978, the leading lights of Canterbury convened once again in the band National Health, and from their second album, Of Cues and Curs, the track The Bryden Two-Step for Amphibians. Dave Stewart seems to be trying to fool people into thinking that this is going to be a minimalist piece, like a droning electronic piece. Just wait. I wonder what kind of birds are making those noises. I love Phil Miller's like searing tone here, really searing lyrical tone. And those really busy drums of Pip Pyle, like how he's not only keeping the beat, keeping the brisk pace, but he's also like throwing in those medals and such, and then the bass work is quite sublime too by John Greaves. See how they take that one riff and they just throw it around, they just keep on modulating it, and with amid those drum rolls, that's just amazing. As everyone's playing really fast. I noticed that that Phil Miller is playing really slow. He's holding these like sustained notes throughout all, like just kind of like at like a quarter of the pace. I gotta remind myself, it's Dave Stewart's the one that's responsible for all that fuzzy tone. It's almost like he's mimicking like a really fuzzy rhythm guitar in places. Like the third structure that we've heard within the track, and once again they're just kind of like taking it and kind of like throwing around between all these different key centers. It's like I've lost count of how many times they've shifted tonic. Yeah, going from like D minor to like B flat, like da na 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 na, and then we've gone down like half a step. We're in like D flat. Got a really fuzzy tone here. In terms of like organ tone, it's kind of like John Lord circa Machine Head, or the organist in '69. Two organists that come to mind who kind of took the place of the like fuzzy, distorted rhythm guitar. God, John Greaves' bass work is so sublime here. It's like he'll hold notes for a few seconds and then he'll move around. It's like he knows where to place them. And it seems so like smooth and kind of gentle too, and yet it's really nimble at the same time. That moment when Dave Stewart gets into these type of keyboard tones is when I expect the Northernettes to come in. I expect to hear the voice. I expect to hear the la la la's of Barbara Gaskin and Amanda Parsons. That was National Health with the Bryden two-step for Amphibians, part 1. Let's hear part 2. Now, I think I recognize this theme kind of from somewhere else from the last piece, but very disguised. Placed in a very different arrangement here. That organ tone right there sounds like it could have been on one of the Egg albums. Hypnotic tone right here. I love this. I love the rising, swelling quality. Here, Dave Stewart's doing two things at once. He's doing those fuzzy notes, playing along, and he's also holding that sustain. Kind of droning sustain, giving it sort of a hypnotic quality as he solos with the other hand. Here we go again. Now there's a tone we didn't hear on the last one. You recognize this, don't you? there is so much going on right here. I mean, and yeah, there's just four people that are creating this like larger than life sound. I mean, we've got like, the very rich layers of Dave Stewart. We've got the kind of almost like echoing tones of like lyrical, searing, just full tones, like playing like strings though, of of Phil Miller, and then just the busy, just filling out all the spaces drumming of Pip Pyle, and I've already waxed quite at length about what John Greaves has been up to this whole time. Supposedly, we're supposed to have a few other people on here, but I'm not really hearing them. They were supposedly on the last track, or credited as such. Cello, Georgie Born. I didn't really pick that out of the whole goings on, and then Phil Minton on trumpet. Yeah, we're supposed to hear some trumpet, some trombone by Paul Nieman. Yeah, someone enlighten me if it. Going into something kind of like the second Tenemos Road, where it goes into that droning sustain and just kind of slides off into the sunset. I'm hearing kind of like a whistling of the melody. I was hearing the whistler going no 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 like that, no 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 no. Ah, National Health with the Bryden two-step for Amphibians, one and two. Great amount of density achieved by just four people, and supposedly three additional people. I just didn't hear them on there. I didn't hear any cello. Yeah, I didn't hear any trumpet or trombone. What I heard was Dave Stewart, organ, electric piano, Minimoog, Phil Miller, guitar, John Greaves, bass, Pip Pyle, drums, percussion. Yeah. Their second back-to-back album, two back-to-back albums that they released circa 1977, 78. This band being a follow-through to Hatfield in the North, which in turn were Dave Stewart's third major band after Egg, which he put out three albums with in the early 70s, and Arzicle, which he had been in with Steve Hillage, like circa 1969. Yeah, and this band just pushing the harmonic envelope further than anyone. I mean, melody, harmony, metrics, metric density, and yeah, someone leave a comment if you know all the time signatures like that were all the meter shifts. I guess was too caught up in other things to count. That's Tracks like these, though, you have to like play them like 15 different times, and each time make a point of following something different. There really is that much to take apart. For more Rubies and Sapphires from the two National Health albums, see the directory of albums by English and artists linked in the description below for red hot tracks and tasty purples from this album and the one before it. And from there you can go up to the other letters in the alphabet to see to the E directory to see the Egg albums, and to the H directory to see the Hatfield and North albums, and, you know, as well as to see the Henry Cow albums, which John Greaves is on, and even to like the C directory to see the Caravan albums, and on, the whole Canterbury, guild of musicians. Like and subscribe and follow me on social media, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about these two tracks, well, part one and two of the Bryden two-step, the complexity, the arrangements, the layers. Enlighten me, please, where I may have missed the cello of Georgie Born, credited according to Discogs in this particular track, or the trumpet of Phil Minton, And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear-travel trimaximalist, signing off.